Ethan,
Yeah?
what about the shoes for daddy? You like this one?
No, that is all my shoes.
Hey, take time talking to people in the store about old man shoes. No, no, I'm asking about no shoes for. Nathan, you want to show me shoes you want here? You know what shoes you want?
No.
Fine.
Look.
Hunt him down. Anything you choose. Or that you choose.
Like shoes.
The one here?
Yes. They make you see in dark, no?
See night dark. A light shoes?
Yes. Look.
Oh.
Stampy first.
Yes.
Stampy.
Oh.
Stamp and look.
It's a light shoes. What size is this, Nathan? 9.5. It's shoes we are wearing what size well? Size 9?
Yes. Same them.
It's a size 9?
Yes.
Oh.
Same them.
No, this is 9.5. This is 9.5. This is in between 9 and 10. You want to try on this one? Try. Left one and try on. You can't just put on your drink back like that. You put this one side and you take up this in your hand. You hear me say?
Yes. Look.
Take up your foot, take up your foot. Take up your foot. Come, try.
9.5.
No, this one no 9.5. This is 9.
Oh.
Take time and put on. How you feel?
Good and nice. We are going to carry this whole family, but no one wants to brother.
Yeah, one for your brother?
Oh, see one light shoes, yeah.
No? That one next light shoes?
Yes.
So we can want pure light shoes. What difference with normal shoes? Why do you want light pan shoes?
Cause the art figure see that. Look, it fit on my same.
You always say hard for go see in the night. Which way you going at night for you hard to see? You don't wear shoes at night.
This
And day
one
wear it.
is for me.
Which one?
This one. Pretty blink, yeah. This one is for Papa, and this one is for me. Yeah.
Which one? Which one for
This
Papa?
one, yeah.
The one there for Papa?
Yes. This one is for me, and
Okay.
that one is for Papa.
Oh, okay. You prefer the one here?
Papa did that one.
So we can buy same shoes, Nathan?
Cause the art fingers see dark. Or you need light shoes then.
No, when we can buy same shoes for Papa, same shoes for you.
Cause the art fingers see are dark. No?
Oh, okay.
Cause the art figure wear light shoes then.
Okay, so this one is for Daniel and this one is for you, right?
Yes. Let's take.
Can you imagine say one size 9 shoes can fit Nathan again? 9.5 actually barely fit him right now.
I tell him where.
How you put a gross up boy?
Foot I get big man.
Nathan, how you put a get so big?
Cause we told a big man no.
You are the big man now?
Yes, big man.
No.
Blessings and welcome back to the Greens family. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We do appreciate you. We do hope that you're having an amazing day. If not, we do hope that your day will cheer up. Big up to all our newly subscribed people, and for everyone who subscribed from day one, we really appreciate you so much. So me and my wife right now is on a little mission. We're doing some shopping today because we are going to be decking our kitchen and our washroom, right? And we went to a hardware not long ago, but I was reading some of the comments, and a lot of people was telling me, why don't you try to use Premix? So I have never used Premix before, but I have an understanding of what Premix is like because I have a lot of friends who use Premix. So I went to 2 different Premix company to find out what's the difference between Premix or you mixing the cement for yourself. So I realized that the price that I get from the premix, when I calculate all the money that I am going to be purchasing the material for, you know, paying workmen to be putting material there, to be mixing material and stuff like that, with premix now, I am going to be spending twice the amount of money. Yeah, twice the amount of money I'm going to be spending. But the thing is, I am going to get the job done in a few hours. So let me ask you a question, Greens family. So if you are supposed to wait 3 days for something to be complete, right? And you're supposed to pay $200,000, and you're supposed to get it done in a few hours, and you're supposed to pay $400,000. Which one would you prefer? Let me know in the comment section, because I would wait the 3 days, because it's not as if the house is decked within 3 days I am going to be able to move into that house. So I would rather to wait the 3 days. And the thing about it now is that my house first deck in 2013, I think 2013, and up until this date, this is 2025, that is 12 years now. 2025, this is 12 years. I haven't seen, you know, not even a little tiny drip like the house is leaking or there is any crack. And I am telling you, the other day we were like extending the house, and they had to be, you know, breaking off a little part of the where they're going to put the addition, and it is a tough concrete. The same builder who built it in 2013 is the same builder working on it right now, because, you know, we have good relationship, and he explained to me that the concrete is so tough. I'm using the drill, and it seems as if the drill couldn't bore the concrete. So we had some good concrete right there. And I am not going to say that the premix is not going to give you a good concrete, because like I said, I have never used premix before, but I know that we can mix the good concrete ourselves. So if you want to go and, you know, deck your house by using the premix, it's your choice, and you're going to get it done in no time. But I have people that I can pay to get the job done. And this is what I don't understand, Greens family. A lot of people will go to the premix company, right? And, you know, you give them the size of the building, and they give you a quotation telling you, all right, this is for $1 million. And when you go around and you gather, you know, men to do the job, you want to give them $3,000 and $4,000 for their day. It cannot work. You have to pay them good, because if you were supposed to use the premix, you would have to be paying 3 times the amount of money, right? So I don't have a problem getting workmen to come and work at my house, because guess what happened? Whenever people come to work for me, I don't give anyone work unless I have money to pay them. And I don't pay anyone, and when I pay them, they are looking at me like, what is this? No, every time. That is why I don't have no money problem with people, Greens family, because whenever I give someone a work, I make sure I pay them a fair amount. And I also ask them, I don't give people price, I ask them, how much will you do this for? And if they give me a price, I can work with it, I work with it. I am not the one making the price. So finding people to help me is not a problem. So what we're planning to do, Greens family, is put the material on top of the house. So we'll put the sand, the stone, the cement, the water, everything on top of the house. And then now we will get around, you know, like 6 or 7 men that can work. And, you know, we do the mixing on top of the house, and then we just push it over to the kitchen and to the washroom, and then it is going to be decked in no time. Because it makes no sense to me that I am going to, you know, have so many persons around me who is willing to work, because we have worked with them so many times, and I can do that and save around $300,000 for just, you know, waiting probably an extra couple hours. an extra, you know, like 10 hours or so, because the premix come, you get it done in like 2-3 hours, and then not even 2-3 hours, maybe an hour, and it is complete and they're gone. But if you had just, you know, have people who can work, so a lot of people use the premix because they don't have workmen around them, people willing to help them out and stuff like that, so they have to use the premix, and they don't want to be going through the back and forth to be going there and that. But we have people around us, Greens family, who are willing to work, and the next thing, we pay them good. So every time I am doing decking, I make sure I cook good food for the workman, and I make sure I pay them a fair amount of money, so that means when them leave the house, them have something in them pocket. They don't just come and get a little money that can just buy them a little box lunch the next day. No, I pay them a fair amount. And when I think about the price that the premix is charging, I'm like, it's best I just work with the workman, because I am going to be saving a lot of money. And Greens family, this is one thing you should always do in life. Always pencil out what you're doing. Don't just jump and do anything. Shop around them, call it Jamaican style, but don't just do anything without, you know, penciling out what I am doing. Go to this location, try to figure out how much they're charging, why they're charging this amount. If you can get it at a cheaper price, do that, because if you don't do that, you're going to be, you know, wasting a lot of money. Because a lot of times you go and, you know, you just check one place, and when you check one place alone, they tell you $500,000. You pay the $500,000, but if you had to do some more, you know, investigation, you would realize that you could probably get it for like $250,000. So right now, Greens family, I am, you know, waiting on my wife and children, and right now the rain is falling. You know, as you can see, the rain is coming down. So I think we're going to be working with the, you know, the old-fashioned way. You know, not the premix. We're not going to do the premix. So we are not bashing any premix company. I am just explaining that you can save money if you do it the way that we used to do it in the olden days. Because back in the days when, you know, people were building houses like early 2000 in my community, people didn't even charge to come and help you, because we all grew up in a community where no one had a concrete house. Everyone have a little board structure. So once a person is trying to build a concrete house, the entire community come out and we just, you know, cook some food, and everyone just give a helping hand, and the house is decked in no time. When you look on the side, Greens family, over 20 people working, and no one is expecting no money. That's the love that we used to have in our community, and we still have the love, but you know, nowadays everything is about money. And I am not going to give anyone any work if I don't have any money to pay them, because I know people are thinking about the money. Things are getting expensive and stuff like that. So I was, you know, talking to someone the other day, and I was explaining to them that you cannot compare these days with back in the days. I'm talking like in the 90s or in the 80s. Even those, I was a little tat those time, but I can, you know, by history, you can know exactly what used to happen to what used to happen now. So even though technology increased so much and you can get things done so easily, so many cars around, you know, you don't have one car in a community anymore, that, you know, when you're going to school, every children have to be walking and waiting on that specific taxi to come back so everyone can, you know, ride in it. But the love that they used to have back in the 80s and the 70s, every year it is getting less. Technology increased, but the love decreased. You get the drift? So I wouldn't say these days are better, because if we have everything and we don't have love, where are we going? Where are we going? So that is how the community should be. Like, you know, people doing something, everyone just come together and help to make sure that this person reach to a next level. But nowadays it's all about money, and you know, things are really getting expensive, so you have to pay people once you give them a work. So I am saying, if you're going to deck your house and you want to use a premix, if you have people who can help you and you're willing to pay them, check it out, because some of the time you deck the house and even 6 months after the house is decked, you still don't live inside of the house, and you're just saying, I want it to deck like right now, I can't wait for it to deck in 2 days time, I want it to deck in a hour time. And 6 months after the house is decked, you still don't live inside of the house, and you could have saved a 3 or a 400,000, and that money could, you know, probably start to some rendering or stuff like that. So I always encourage people, Greens family, anything you're doing, try to find out how you can, you know, save some money, because money is a thing like this, it comes and it goes, and if you treat it like you don't care about it, it won't stay long with you. I am telling you. So I think we're going to be using the old-fashioned way. So we're going to be, you know, mixing our concrete. So right now we're going to go back to the hardware and start getting our material, because I go to the hardware, I go to the Premix, and not just one Premix, more than one. I call the next one as well, and I realize that most of the Premix company, they're, you know, going on the same price, and depending on where you live, that have a lot to do with it as well. So the further the house is, the more money you're going to have to be spending. So Green family, you're building your little house, you cannot just, you know, get your little money and just waste it like that. You have to pencil out what you're doing, because the money is not picking up on the ground. And there's so many housing scheme building up in Jamaica, so many, and these housing scheme, they're building 1,000 houses. One of those houses is going for 25 million, 30 million. Now tell me, when a little Jamaican citizen working, you know, their little 9-to-5 job and getting $15,000-$20,000 per week, have to go back to work out of that, have to eat out of that, have to buy clothes out of that, have to pay bills out of that, have to take care of children out of that, taxi fare, everything. Hey, how can you buy one of those houses? It's impossible. People from overseas will have to come and buy those houses. So when you see those big housing scheme building up, the money that you're paying for one of those houses, and guess what, it is just a little room, a little living room, probably a bathroom, and one little veranda, one little one. As you walk out, rain catch you. So you're not necessarily paying for the house, you know, you're just paying for the land or the location. That's what you're paying for, the location. And even if you want to build onto the house, the design of the house cannot be, you know, too far from the original design. So so when you're building your little house, you have to, you know, you cannot waste the money, Green family. So for everyone who tell us about the Premix, we appreciate it so much. We went and we checked it out, and we realized that, you know, going the original way, we would save a lot of money. So we think we're just going to do that instead of the Premix. But Premix is a great choice if you want to get it done in a quick second. But we're okay. We will get it done in, you know, probably 5 or 6 hours, because guess what happened when we put the stuff on top of the house, and we're just, you know, mixing it and just putting it right there, in no time we're finished as well. And when we're mixing the concrete for ourselves, we know exactly what we're putting into the concrete, so we know that we're creating the best concrete. You understand? So so not bashing any Premix company, it's a great choice, but I am just explaining to the people that, you know, building a house and the money not coming in as fast as how you want it to come in. Check on all of these things before you just jump and start, you know, saying, yes, I will do this, I will do this. Do your research before you start jumping in, and, you know, put 1 and 2 together. Check the prices of the things you're going to need to deck the house. So let's say you have a 3-bedroom house decking right now, and you talk to your builder, you know exactly the amount of material you're going to need. You go to the hardware, you give them your list, let them do your quotation, look at the price, and you just pencil out how much you'll be paying workers and stuff like that, and to get the job done. And then now you check with the Premix and you compare them, and you will see the difference. So thank you so much. Hope you find this video interesting if you are about to, you know, do some work on your house as well. So as for now, I'm just going to, you know, continue waiting for my wife. She's running a little bit late. So thank you so much, Greens family, for tuning in. We do appreciate you as usual. We do hope you have an amazing day. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave a comment, and also hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Bye bye.